Welcome back to another weekly grocery haul, though this time I'm also stocking up the freezer. I do that about once every 6 to 8 weeks. So I got that this time as well. So the total is going to be quite high and there's going to be a lot of meat, but that's not all going to go in 1 week. So as always, we'll start with the produce. Some apples for snacking this week and some grapes for snacking this week. These are the red grapes. Those are my nephew's favorite. My nephew's with me today. And some onions because I always need onions. Chilies because I love my chilies. Then I got some lettuce to go in a salad and to go with some chicken sandwiches. Some cauliflower because it was on sale. I don't know when I'm going to use that yet, but it lasts a long time and it was on sale now. Broccoli, I think I'm going to use that for one meal, but I like having that on hand. Some cilantro for some lime cilantro rice with some chicken and some salsa, and some snow peas for 2 meals this week. One meal I'm just going to have that with some carrots and some sausages, and another meal I'm just going to have that with some noodles and some salmon. Then I have some carrots, like I said, for to go with the snow peas, but also to go in some vegan tacos. The grated carrot is one of the main components of that, and some cucumber for my salad, for some sandwiches. Yeah, produce this week came to 15 euros and 54 cents. And then we have, like I said, a whole bunch of meat and dairy because I'm stocking up the freezer. That should last me at least a month, probably closer to 2 months. So I have some chicken thighs, 2 packets, 8 each. And one of the things I'm going to use them for is on Sunday for some chicken sandwiches. And then here I have a whole bunch of more chicken. So I have these chicken legs. These are the drumstick and the thigh. So I can either use them separately or butcher them down even further. But yeah, most of it's going to go in the freezer. I got 1 pack of chicken breast and 2 packs of chicken tenders. Chicken tenders are a lot cheaper than breast, and most of the time I cut things smaller, like for stir fries and stuff. So I don't care about the shape that much. So most of it I buy in tenders, but sometimes I want a whole breast, like if I'm going to stuff it. So I got some chicken breast as well. And then here I have some pork belly. Probably going to use that next week for some pork belly tacos and some ramen. But for now it's going to go in the freezer. Then I have some stewing pork. That's just going to go in the freezer. I don't know when I'm going to use that yet. And then here beneath here I have some shoulder pork chops. So those are also just going to go in the freezer. Then for dinner tonight, my nephew wanted broodje gezond, which is sandwiches with ham, cheese, cucumber, lettuce, a hard-boiled egg, etc. So that's why we got some ham, some salami, because for lunch he wanted some toasties with salami and cheese. Then for lunch tomorrow for me, I got some pekelvlees, which is kind of like pastrami, but we have it cold. Some cheese for the toasties, and maybe for the broodje gezond as well. Some salmon. These are 2 pieces. One piece is going to stay in the freezer. One I'm going to use on Friday for the noodle bowl with the snow peas. I have some sausages for 2 meals this week, and then some chorizo for some chorizo tacos. So meat and dairy this week came to 98 euros and 6 cents. That's a lot, but it should last me a while. And then we have everything else. So for the sandwiches and for the toasties, we needed some bread. And for lunch tomorrow, so I got a loaf of bread. This has corn in it. Then for the chicken sandwiches, I got these whole wheat rolls that I need to finish baking in the oven. Then I have my 2 bars of chocolate for the week. I just got the same ones. These are dark milk chocolate with brownie. Then I got this. It's kruidkoek, which is like a cake kind of thing, which I don't usually buy, but since being on prednisone lately, it kind of messes with my blood sugar, and sometimes at nighttime when it's time for bed, my blood sugar gets low, so I need to eat something, so I need to have something easy to eat for that. This has both rye flour, so that's like long acting carbs, and sugar to get it up instantly. So that's a good thing to have for when my blood sugar is low. Some coconut milk for a curry on Thursday, I think, or Wednesday, because I made some curry paste last week, and I'm going to use some of that with probably the chicken on the bone Then I got this blackcurrant zero sugar soda. I like this. And it was on sale now, so I picked one up. And then my 1 bag of chips for the week. So these are just paprika wavy chips. So all of that came to 18 euros and 71 cents, which makes the grand total for this week 132 euros and 31 cents. And converted into US dollars, that is $154.82. Now, if you like this kind of content, I do this every single Saturday. And if you want to see what I do with this every Sunday, I do a Sunday prep day video where I prep for the week. So I'm going to cut all my vegetables. If I need some soups or stocks or things like that, sauces, I prepare those as well. Everything that takes a little bit of time basically, or is better off making beforehand. So, and if you would like to see ultimately what I eat, once a month I post a video on here where I show you a whole week of everything I eat in a day. And you can also check out my Instagram where I post every single meal. But yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.